So the idea is, in the biggest moments of our lives, why do we tend to turn to the smallest of communication forms? This is why I wanted to talk to you for a short while here today about how I find small talk to actually maybe be a more important part of our lives than we sometimes think of. I don't know if it's like that down here, but where I come from, in Norway, people tend to not just dislike small talk, but I mean like really hate small talk. It feels like sometimes when I speak to people, and I work with communication for a living, it feels like when people get to the topic of small talk, there's fire coming out of people's ears. You know, it's like the plastic of the ocean of communication in a way. And yes, what we are longing for is the big conversation. And I will give that up straight away, definitely. Big talk, deep talk, every researcher will tell you, it makes us more gratified, it makes us happier. But, and this is the interesting thing, small talk actually makes us happier than we think, even with strangers. Now, I know, I'm in Greece. There's a lot of small talk, right? Yeah. You know, it got me thinking, even in the old days, I mean, around 2,500 years ago, you know, at the Acropoli, ne? I'm thinking big talk, right? There was a lot of big talk. There must have been some small talk too. I don't know, did they have tzatziki back then? Did they chit-chat about, I don't know. Anyway, so moving on back from Greece and back to where we were, the idea of small talk, they actually monitored even small talk with strangers. There was this research study, I don't know if you heard about it, in Chicago, and they researched commuters who were going back and forth to work. And they asked them on beforehand, you know, so you're about to get on the train, you're about to sit there alone for a while, and the idea is, would you rather strike up a conversation with a stranger, or would you prefer not to? What do you think most people answered? Not to, right? So super scary to talk to strangers and everything. So this is the interesting thing about this research. Then they actually monitored the different reactions and the different levels of I guess, dopamine and serotonin after the passengers actually had struck up a conversation with a stranger on the train. And guess what? People were reportedly happier. And of course we are, aren't we? Once you've done that little bit of like, with a stranger, right? You actually go away, if it's the right kind of connection, you go away feeling something. You feel somehow warmer at heart, or I guess more relaxed or something. Don't you agree? Yeah. So this is the idea. We tend to think we don't like small talk, but small talk has a lot of effects on us, and it actually creates stuff that we might not be so aware of. And this is why I thought, why not give it a whole TED Talk and